When Alex Lifeson finally spoke about the possibility of Rush reuniting, fans around the world froze in disbelief. For years, the band's silence after Neil Peart's passing felt final, like an unhealable wound. But when Lifeson opened up about what really happened behind the scenes, it changed everything we thought we knew. This is the untold story of grief, friendship, and the impossible task of rebuilding a legacy. From personal battles to quiet breakthroughs, this is how Alex Lifeson faced the hardest challenges in reuniting Rush, and why the dream might not be over yet. After Neil Peart's death in 2020, Alex Lifeson fell into silence. The loss was too heavy. For decades, Rush had been a trio, a perfect balance of mind, spirit, and musicianship. Without Neil, it wasn't just a band that ended. It was a brotherhood broken. Fans begged for hope, but Alex couldn't bring himself to even touch a guitar for months. He later admitted, it felt meaningless. Geddy tried reaching out, but both avoided the word Rush. They spoke as friends, not bandmates. The silence said everything. Rush was gone, and nobody was ready to face it. Every corner of Alex's studio carried a memory. An amplifier Neil once joked about, a guitar solo that still echoed in the air. The pain wasn't only emotional, it was creative paralysis. He said, every time I tried to play, I'd see Neil in my mind. Geddy, meanwhile, began writing memoirs, reliving decades of touring, chaos, and laughter. The memories healed him slowly, but for Alex they cut deeper. Friends described him as trapped between nostalgia and guilt. He feared any reunion talk would disrespect Neil's legacy, yet deep down, he missed making music too much to stop forever. It began with one late-night phone call. Geddy reached out to Alex not to talk about Rush, but to talk about music. I wrote something, Geddy said. Just listen. It wasn't a Rush song. It was something raw, fragile, honest. When Alex heard it, something clicked. For the first time since Neil's passing, he felt a spark. It reminded me of why we started, Alex confessed. That single moment didn't start a reunion, but it started healing. The two agreed to jam again. Not for the fans, not for fame, but for themselves, for Neil. When Alex picked up his guitar again, his hands trembled. I thought I forgot how to feel music, he said. Every note reminded him of what was lost, but also what still lived inside. During early sessions with Geddy, there were no expectations, no pressure, just two old friends rediscovering rhythm. They laughed between takes, joked about the old days, and even cried at times. It felt like we were kids again, Alex said, but underneath the joy was fear. What if people wanted Rush back and it couldn't exist without Neil? The question haunted them both. As word spread that Alex and Geddy were seen together in a studio, the internet exploded. Rush reunion confirmed, headlines screamed. Fans begged for new music. But inside, Alex struggled. He didn't want to be seen as exploiting Neil's legacy. We can't replace him, he said firmly. Still, he knew they couldn't stay silent forever. Interviews and rumors piled up until Alex finally spoke, carefully. We're playing again, he said, but it's not about replacing Rush. It's about remembering what Rush stood for. Creativity, honesty, brotherhood. It wasn't closure. It was a beginning wrapped in caution. The sessions became therapy. We'd play for hours, not recording anything, Alex said. It was about breathing again. They experimented. Jazz, ambient sounds, even improvisations. For the first time, Alex embraced imperfection. Geddy encouraged him. Just let it out. Slowly, songs began forming, wordless pieces filled with emotion. Alex admitted these tracks weren't meant for an album, but something spiritual. Still, fans who overheard hints described them as hauntingly Rush-like. The idea of releasing music again scared Alex, yet it also gave him peace. He said softly, maybe this is how Rush lives on, not as a band, but as a feeling. Alex made one thing clear. Neil Peart could never be replaced. We can play music again, but Rush as we knew it ended with him. Yet the challenge was finding a way to honor Neil without turning the music into a memorial. The duo decided every new composition would carry Neil's spirit, his love for complexity, storytelling, and precision. We think of him in every beat, Alex revealed. It's not about copying the past, it's about keeping the heart alive. That belief gave them the strength to share demos with close friends, and the response was overwhelming. When Alex and Geddy finally appeared together for a charity performance, the audience erupted. It wasn't a Rush show, just two legends performing for love of music, but when the first chords rang out, fans cried. "It felt like Neil was there," one fan said. Alex described the night as both beautiful and terrifying. "It reminded me how fragile it all is." The performance proved one thing: they still had something powerful to give. After the show, Geddy turned to Alex and said, "Maybe this isn't the end after all." Alex smiled, not ready to answer, but open. By 2024, whispers of a new project began surfacing. Not a Rush reunion, but something built from the same soul. Alex and Geddy began recording quietly with guest drummers, experimenting with new textures. "We're not trying to be Rush," Alex said. "We're trying to be honest." The music carried echoes of the past, the intensity, the melodies, but with new maturity. Critics said it felt like Rush reborn in spirit. For Alex, the hardest challenge wasn't technical, it was emotional. "You can't move forward while holding on to ghosts," he admitted. "You have to let them walk beside you." Alex Lifeson's journey through grief, fear, and rediscovery became a story of resilience. Reuniting with Geddy wasn't about fame or nostalgia, it was about survival. "Rush will always be part of us," he said, "but this is about what comes next." The world may never see Rush as it once was, but through Alex's honesty and courage, fans have something deeper, closure, and a new beginning. His message to fans was simple yet powerful. Don't mourn what's gone, celebrate what it created. In that spirit, the music of Rush, and Neil Peart, will live forever.